Hi everyone! Have you ever stayed in a situation simply because it was familiar, even though deep down you know you wanted something different? Maybe you weren't unhappy enough to leave, but you weren't fulfilled enough to feel completely satisfied either. And sometimes that's the most dangerous place to be, because comfort can feel safe while quietly costing us opportunities. Sometimes the risk isn't trying something new. Sometimes the bigger risk is staying exactly where you are for too long. Hello, once again. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're watching from tonight. It's Sunday night today, 11:17 in the evening. My name is Judy. I am a wife living here in Ontario, Canada, originally from Mindanao, Philippines. So may buntag, may udto, ug may gabi sa tanan nga mag-watch aning Go Live karon, either um, right now or replay. Welcome to my day 9 of my Go Live challenge. And if you've been following me since day 1, daghan gyud kayong salamat sa inyong suporta, sa comments, and sa mga message na inyong ginasend. I've been sharing different parts of my journey tonight, and I want to talk about something that I think many of us experience but don't always recognize: our comfort zone. And before anyone thinks I'm saying quit your job and take a huge risk, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm talking about something much simpler. And are we sometimes so comfortable with what we know that we stop ourselves from exploring what could be possible? For me, a comfort zone isn't necessarily a bad place. It can actually be a good place. It is something familiar, something that you know what to expect. You know your routine already. You know your job, you know your responsibilities, you know how your day is going to look. And there is nothing wrong with appreciating that. I'm actually grateful for the life and work opportunities I have. But here's one where comfort can become a problem. When comfort stops us from growing, that's the one thing. Because something can be comfortable and still not be where we're meant to stay forever. In my own experience, when I started my digital business journey, I wasn't miserably I wasn't miserable with my job. I have a great job and I was grateful for it. I was earning, I was able to help my family back home, and I know what I'm doing. Um, I am happy with what I am doing. Um, I am familiar with what I am doing. So, why would I need to learn something completely new? Honestly, I would have stayed exactly where I was, and nobody would have blamed me. But something inside of me was curious. I started asking myself, what else can I learn? Not because I hated my job, not because I wanted to throw away everything I already had, but because I want to create more options for myself and for my family. And that distinction is important. Sometimes we think the choice is between comfort or risk. But I don't think that's always the case. Sometimes the choice is between comfort or growth. You can appreciate what you have while still learning something new. You can be grateful for your job while developing another skill. You can love your current life while still wanting to improve more. You don't have to be unhappy to want more. And wanting more doesn't mean you're ungrateful. That's something I really had to understand myself as well. Now, let's talk about the title itself. The comfort zone can be expensive. What does that actually mean? It doesn't always mean about money. Sometimes the cost is time. We keep on saying, I learn it later, and 5 years go by, we never started. Sometimes the cost is also confidence. We keep telling ourselves, I can't do that. And eventually, we stop even trying. Sometimes the cost is opportunity. Something comes along, but because we're afraid of being uncomfortable, we never explore at all. Sometimes the cost is also about personal growth. You stay with what you already know because learning something new feels very different to you. And sometimes the biggest cost is simply wondering, what if I had tried? And if you never did, you still have that questions until now. Sometimes we're not actually waiting for the right time. We're waiting to feel comfortable. And here's the problem: growth rarely feels comfortable in the beginning. Think about the first day of a new job. Do you know your job right away? No. What about the first time you move to a new city? Are you familiar with the surroundings already? Not at all. And the first time you drove somewhere unfamiliar, you will be confused, right? And the first time you spoke another language, that's me. I'm confident enough with my own dialect, and this English is not the language that I use every day back home. So it feels uncomfortable for me. But I think, and I keep saying to myself that I need to practice so I can be more, what do you call that? Get used to it, right? And also, what about the first time you went live like this? If you are a content creator or what we call blogger, you know how it feels like. So you probably felt uncomfortable at first, but eventually it became normal to you because you do it every day. That's because comfort often comes after we do the uncomfortable thing, not before. So I want to speak especially to my fellow immigrants because many of us come to another country because we wanted something different. We left behind the people we love, we left behind what is familiar, we step into a new environment, we learn to navigate a new country, we learn new systems, we learn how to work with different people. We learn how to adapt. Think about that. You already did something incredibly uncomfortable. You left what you knew to build something better. So maybe you're more capable of change than you give yourself credit for. Maybe the same person you had the courage to start over in another country can also have the courage to learn one new skill, one step at a time. And here's something I really want to emphasize: we don't have to completely change your life today. You don't have to quit your job. You don't have to make a huge financial decision. You don't even have to know exactly where you're going. Start smaller. Ask yourself, what is one thing I can learn? Maybe it's about digital skills, it's communication, it's financial education. Maybe it's something you've been curious for many years. Give yourself permission to be a beginner because being a beginner is uncomfortable, but staying stuck can even more uncomfortable when you look back years later that you never started something different. So I want to ask something you today. What is one thing you know you need to change, but it keeps putting off? Maybe you've been saying, I'll start it next month. I'll do it when work slows down, or I'll do it when I have more confident, or I am confident enough, or I'll do it when I'm ready. What is that thing? You don't have to share anything deeply personal. Just think about it. And if you're comfortable, put it in the comments. I would love to read about your insight. And one thing my journey has taught me is that growth doesn't require us to have everything figured out. Sometimes it simply requires us to be willing to learn, willing to try, willing to make mistakes, willing to step outside what feels familiar. And maybe that's what courage really is: not being fearless, but moving forward even when you feel afraid. So, to all hardworking people who is going to watch this live replay later, to all immigrants, breadwinners, and full time workers watching this, I know we have responsibilities. I can see you. I know you can't just drop everything and chase every opportunity that comes your way. And you shouldn't. But don't let your responsibilities become the reason you stop investing in yourself. You can start small, learn something in your spare time, use an hour when you can, or maybe 30 minutes. Start with 30 minutes. Listen to training, ask questions, explore. You don't know where one new skill could lead you, and you don't have to know the destination before you take that first step. So, to all who is watching again here, if you are curious about learning digital skills I've been learning while working full time, feel free to message me or reach out to me. I can share my experience and the resources that help me get started. Because we have a webinars every week. It's twice a week wherein you can learn more about learning digital business, how the systems works, what's included and decide and you can decide for yourself if it's something you'd like to explore. No pressure, just information. You can ask questions later. You can learn about it. Then you can make your own decisions. because I believe people should make informed choices, not decisions based on pressure. So if you also know someone who is looking to start learning digital skills, feel free to share this video to them. And I have one more thing for you to think about. What is my comfort zone costing me? Maybe it's costing you your time, maybe about your confidence, maybe your growth, or maybe an opportunity you haven't even discovered yet. And I'm not telling you to make a huge step. I'm simply encouraging you to take one small step outside what feels familiar. Because sometimes the biggest risk isn't taking a chance, it's staying in the same place and never discovering what you were capable of becoming. So ask yourself tonight, what is one small step I'm willing to take? And whatever it is, take it. Okay? Daghang salamat sa inyong tanan, sa inyong pag-watch aning go live karon and pag-spend sa inyong time with me tonight. Thank you for being part of my day 9. So I am always reminding you to keep learning, to keep growing, and keep believing. And also, comfort feels safe today, but growth can change you tomorrow. So God bless everyone. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 10. It's day 10 already. And before I go, I would like to say hi to my viewers tonight. I can't see who is it. um, Thank you for watching this go live, and I see you guys for my day 10. God bless everyone. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.